Yes, welcome to Talk with Tonny the Entertainer on Tafsiri TV. Yes sir. Leo tena ni siku nyingine. Tumejaja hapa. Tunataka tushoot episode nyingine hatari. Tuko na nani? Mtu wangu. Tuko na nani? Mtu wangu. Nataka ajisemee mwenyewe. Ndio mjue tu ule msemo mnamuonaga live. Leo nimemleta hapa mtu wangu.
Shukrani sana.
Yes sir. Tegereo.
Hatari.
Karibu.
Thank you sir.
Yes.
Before we proceed, kuna salamu fulani nafanywa hivi. 1,
2,
3.
Alafu ina
Thank you sir.
Yes.
Now you welcome to me.
Welcome.
I'm here now. Nianzie wapi?
Nataka kuambia kwanza mafans wangu. Wewe ni nani? Yes sir.
Okay. Kwa wale wanijui, naitwa Otieno Jasper. Mimi ni singer, songwriter na performer. Na mimi ni msanii pale Sounds from the Lake. Yes. Yaani kwa Kiswahili, mimi ni mwimbaji, mimi ni mtungaji, na mimi ni mperformaji.
Mtumbuizaji kaka.
Mtumbuizaji. So mimi ni mwimbaji, mimi ni mtunzi, kisha mimi ni mtumbuizaji.
Kweli.
Yeah. Mimi natunga muziki, kisha biashara yangu ni ya kuuza muziki.
Biashara yako ya muziki.
Biashara yangu ni kuuza muziki.
Umetumbuiza watu miaka ngapi biashara yako ya muziki jamani?
Yaani mimi nakwambia safari ya muziki nimeanza kitambo sana. Na sitaki kusema kitambo sana but quite some time back when I was still a young boy. I can say nimeanza kutumbuiza watu nikiwa 13. I was in Lotunga High School under the Lotunga High School musical group. Now we used to go to various zone music competitions from zonals, district, here and there, and that was my first platform. Ilikuwa wakati wangu wa kwanza, platform zangu za kwanza nikianza, na nikatumbuiza watu mambo ya high school musicals, unaelewa zile mambo ya mpaka mnaenda national music.
Nakumbuka tukikutana na wewe mahali nationals.
Si unakumbuka?
Na ilikuwa hatari.
Hatari sana. Na mimi nashukuru sana hadi sasa bado tuko hapa. So hiyo ni wakati wa high school. Nikaingia KU kusoma pale, nikaenda nikatumbuiza. Ulisema nikutumbuiza?
Yes.
Nikatumbuiza watu pale KU. Hadi nika graduate 2020. Yes. Na sasa natumbuiza halaiki ya watu. Ndio maana umati. Umati.
Kote.
Sasa mimi ndio safari yangu mimi. Kwa miaka 13, sasa na miaka 20 na kitu. Lakini mimi nashukuru Mungu sababu safari watu ambao nimeanza kuwatumbuizia. Kuna watu ambao wameridhika na ndio maana niko hapa sababu hiyo support yao ndio pia najua. Natumbuiza watu ambao wanapenda kutumbuizwa.
Nishakuelewa mimi. Lakini ni lini hasa uliingia ndani ya studio? Ukatoa kibonge chako. Lini kibonge chako cha kwanza?
Okay.
Yes, kidude chako moja hatari.
Kidude changu cha kwanza kilikuwa miaka ya 2013. Nimerekodi song yangu ya kwanza 2013.
Yes.
Ilikuwa pale Mungai karibu na Crae studio, ilikuwa inaitwa Downtown Records. Na producer alikuwa anaitwa Bax 150, kulikuwa na msanii pale na rapper fulani anaitwa Benadi Nadi. Mwingine alikuwa anaitwa Smalls Lethal, mwingine alikuwa anaitwa Mamba. So hiyo ni 2013.
Yes.
Ndio niliingia studio mara ya kwanza.
Ukiingia game sasa.
Hatari mzuka.
Hatari.
Wewe umejua sasa hizo nimemaliza na zonals, district, province mpaka national.
Yes.
Mimi najua na
ile competition ya ground.
Wewe unasema nini?
Umeteke.
Wewe unasema nini? Mimi najua mimi na kikosi pale. Wewe unajua vile tulikuwa tunapambana pale tukiwa high school. Ukimaliza hivi unajua wewe unatoka. Unamaliza form 4 kidato cha 4, unatoka. Miaka itaisha ushatoka. Kuvuma balaa. Na mwanangu after hiyo ndio sasa nikaingia studio. Katoa nyimbo ya kwanza ilikuwa inaitwa Dancehall Preacher. Ilikuwa available tu site fulani inaitwa Reverb Nation. Ushaisikia? Balaa sana. Wasanii wa siku hizi hawezi jua lakini ya kitambo bado ipo though. Lakini iko mainstream. Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, unazielewa? SoundCloud unajua.
SoundCloud natambua.
Inafahamika na wengi. So Reverb Nation ndio nyimbo ilikuwa hapo. Na sasa hii hata haipo sasa, iko tu kwenye files. Nilitoa online sababu ilikuwa quality ya chini. Lakini ilikuwa 2013.
So 9 years down the line.
Yes sir.
Doing the game. Up and down.
Maisha yangu mimi sina kitu ya kukimbiza mimi. Maisha yangu kutoka utotoni mimi.
Lakini how is the going? How do you see the game?
As you can see.
Yes.
As you can see, I started as Otieno Jasper.
Yeah.
And now I'm still Otieno Jasper.
Yes.
But previously,
I wanted to ask you,
yes,
what has changed? Because previously, you were Tize.
Yes.
Yes, Kijana T.
Yeah.
Down the line, you're now Jasper Otieno. Back to your own initials.
Okay, so, initially when I started, ukianza muziki unaanza na nickname mama jina fulani ile watu wanakutambua nayo, sababu si kila mtu anajua jina yako official. Yeah. Na mimi jina yangu official ni Jasper Otieno. Ama Otieno Jasper. Na nimekuwa ni nickname yangu ilikuwa ni Tize. T-E-E-Z-E-H. So nimekuwa nikifanya trading na brand name ya Tize. Nimetrade na hiyo jina all that while until 2020 during corona time. Yeah. Is when I could no longer trade effectively with that brand name, because it involved mostly selling my music digitally and selling my brand physically by bookings and brand endorsements and ambassadorial services to corporates, especially if you have a social media account and you have numbers. So that was the trading nilikuwa nafanya na brand ya Tize. Yes. Lakini unapata ilikuwa inafika sehemu fulani mtu ataki Tize juu ni nickname. Mtu anakuuliza, mshikaji wangu vipi? Otieno Jasper, wapi Otieno Jasper? Kwani wewe na Tize ni upi? Kwani wewe? Vipi kakangu? So unapata ilikuwa harder to get into a room, you find people seated, you're trying to present your idea to some people who can help you can collaborate with, but inawachanganya nickname Tize ya Otieno Jasper. So mimi kama sababu mimi kwa culture business hii Tize ilikuwa ina trade tu muziki na brand na performance. Lakini sasa niko muziki, niko na fashion brand, nina biashara kadhaa, na mimi na feel tu nisitumie nickname ku trade sababu sasa ni culture business and I'm also not getting younger, so I feel like nikwe too original, my real name which is Otieno Jasper. Yes. And I feel hiyo ni sufficient explanation kwa wale ambao bado hawakuelewa kunaendaje, sababu kuna mashabiki wengi walikuwa wananifuatilia wanauliza Tize vipi, tunakutafuta tukuone. Nikamwambia mimi nipo, wewe search vizuri, hebu nitumie screenshot, umesearch wapi? Wala umejua mashabiki wakora sana. Mtu ana mka zake na chapa zake anapigia simu juu namba iko pale mtandao. Pigia management, anataka kuongea na msanii. Vipi bro? Kutafuta sikuoni nini kunaendaje? Lakini balaa hajakutafuta. Hot air inaitwa porojo mitaani. So watu kao tumewazoea sababu hapa mjini. Na wewe pia unaambia wewe ndio tafuta ipo. Utanipata. Sababu wale wamekutafuta watakupigia kikwambia bro muziki noma. Hatari sana. Wale waje kutafuta tukwambia bro tunakupata wapi? Huyu akutafute. Akutafute tu, na mimi ukinitafuta utanipata. Ukitafuta hiyo Tize kama mtandaoni pale nimekutafuta kama nani? Nipo Otieno Jasper. Lakini wajua create content na brand yangu ya Tize. Tize nimetrade nayo for 5 years solid. Yes. 2015 to 2020. And hizo miaka zimekuwa na I've established something under that brand name. Yes. And so that means if you go online, despite the rebranding from Tize to Otieno Jasper, yes, there's still good content, especially commercial content, yes, on my channel or on my brand name, on my previous brand name as Tize. If you Google it utapata. Shughuli nyingi sana, cause hata makazi zangu zile ambazo zilifanywa distribution, yeah, kwa music stores, unapata most of them zilikuwa distributed under the brand name of Tize. Na nikuulize, yeah, una feel kama mtu akiassociate na Otieno Jasper, yes, anafaa associate na sound gani ya music yenyewe? Una feel kama uko much comfortable nayo, ama ni sound gani wewe unaleta kwa game? Benga. Mimi sileti sound. Yes. Nasafisha sound. Unasafisha ile sound nimepata. Mimi nasafisha. Sound ziko mingi, sioni haja kuleta sound. Na mimi zile zipo zinanifurahisha sana. Yes. Na ile inanifurahisha ni benga. Hauna muda wa kuleta tena. Mimi hata sijui nimefound afro sijui nini. Sisi ya nini? Ziko mingi. Ziko mingi and me feel like nimezaliwa nikisikiza akina Suzana Wio, akina Ositokale. Ositokale nimemsikiza sana. Yes. Unajua Ositokale ni nani? Wachana wasanii wa siku hizi. Niambie. Sijui nikupe nyimbo yake gani. Lakini acha nikupe ikwe homework. Just go check Ositokale. Yes. Ani majamaa ambao wanatoka katika jamii yangu ya Ukoluo. Na mimi ni mtu ambaye najivunia katika jamii ambayo natoka. Na jamii yangu tuko very rich in culture. Shele. Number 1 in culture business.
Yes.
Sababu sound ikitoka imetoka. Na
ni bang.
Banga. Na kwa hivyo mimi kwa zile vitu natambua ni sound ni benga. Ni benga. Lakini naweza imba. Nimefanya nyimbo yao. Nina nyimbo ya bongo, nina nyimbo ya dancehall, hip hop, rap, chakacha, nimeblend. Lakini mimi uniulize mimi venye
originally
mimi msanii wa benga mimi. Na ukiniuliza benga kuna husu nini? Pale ni guitar na sound na drums.
Bendi imeshika.
Hiyo ndio benga. Watu wengi hawajui tofauti by the benga hizi sounds. Unajua msanii ukiwa msanii unafaa kujua.
Tena
kuna hangla,
kuna benga.
Sasa difference kwanza acha nikupe a small difference between hangla and benga.
Yes.
Both have drum sets. Mostly hangla's piano keyboard, yes. Benga's guitar. If you study Emma Jalamo, if you know him,
yeah,
that is Ohangla. It is keyboard and drum sets. If you study Tonny,
yes,
that is still Ohangla but a different version because it is drums versus some instrument. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
If you listen to Sitokale,
yes,
drums and guitar, full stop.
Drums and guitar.
And the microphone.
No piano.
And the people. And you perform. So me I love benga man because the melodies ziko kwa guitar pale. Man. Crazy and that is the original sound yenye tunafaa kusukuma. Unajua tuna sound mingi lakini ile sound original, that is you. You should sell you. Advertise who you want to become but sell who you are.
Do you think types of music like that people do from the countryside, benga, like the Gidi or Kambas have their thing going on. Do you think they sell more than the real thing in the city? This urban music pop.
Urban music pop is what you call the real thing.
No, that is what is popular around.
Mainstream, eh?
Yes, mainstream.
Okay. I can say that there's something called digital networks, and in most digital networks,
yes,
kuna urban sounds that zimepewa kipaumbele ambazo unapata wale watu ambao wana lead, wana control these digital networks, wanaitwa gatekeepers.
Yes,
they focus more on urban sounds than these African sounds. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Because the original, however, this is where the irony is.
Yeah.
There is more money in alternative sound than in urban sounds.
There's more money on alternative sound?
Yes. Urban sound bring you more fame. Like, give me one example of an urban sound.
Urban sound, I could say Sauti Sol?
No, that is a band. Let's say Gengeton.
Gengeton,
yeah, that is an urban sound. Gengeton. You see Gengeton, it is a genre that is Kenya. It is made in Kenya, but the consumers who will consume Gengeton can't go beyond outside Kenya. Are we together? There's something called listener and consumer. A listener will listen to your music. A consumer will subscribe onto it so that he can get in touch. He or she can connect with your music. So mostly I deal with consumer sana. Spendi kudi.
Cut. Yes, niko na Otieno Jasper, anajiita General Otieno. We are going for a short commercial break. Otieno anatuambia much about sound. Tukirudi tunataka tujue much about mambo yake ya branding, mambo yake ya vitu kama fashion. Yako na fashion kadhaa. Alafu kumbuka pia kuna time aliingia politics hivi. Fununu zinasema hivyo, si mimi, lakini tukirudi atatuelezea zaidi mambo ilienda ni vipi. Ndio kwa maana hako hapa na sisi leo. So after the short break tunaongelezana zaidi.
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to Talk with Tonny the Entertainer on Tafsiri TV. Kumbuka hapa Tafsiri TV, ukitaka rehearsal space unaipata hapa. Kama wewe ni choir, kama wewe ni banda, kama wewe ni just an artist, unataka kurekodi ngoma yako moja safi, video shoot iko, services za photography na videography zote zinapatikana hapa Tafsiri Elite Sounds. Mr. Otieno.
Yes, sir.
Yes, how are you?
Super good.
Super good.
Super good.
We were talking
Super
about
excited.
sound. Yes, sir.
So,
The difference between the urban sound, yes, and this other sound.
the alternative sound.
Yes, the alternative
Unajua
sound.
sijui mbona zinaitwa alternative sound, but either way. So, let's start by the artists, the musicians for those.
Yes, tunataka tuende short commercial break. Yes, tukirudi tunataka Mr. Otieno Jasper tuambie much about the sounds, much about his fashion brand and his other brandings, much about vitu zake kama politics hivi. Inasemekana alikuwa kwenye ballot, mambo 1 2 3 inasemekana mjini. Tukirudi atatulonga zaidi tujipate kujua. After the
Tafsiri Elite Sounds. Your one-stop company. Making your live event lively. For all your indoor and outdoor gigs. Are you a church? A band? An organization? Are you looking for a singer, a bassist, a keyboardist, a saxophonist? Do you need a drummer, a guitarist, media technician or a sound technician? We've got you covered. Well, we offer backline instruments, public address system, concert stage. We also offer DJ services, MC services, lit band, trussing, screens, and event management. We perform and cooperate events, family get-togethers, graduation parties, birthday parties, estate parties, weddings, concerts, and now introducing Elite Sounds and a recording studio for live recording, audio recording, mixing, jingles, voiceovers, and more. Our studio also acts as a performing arts center, where you can train for excellence with professionals. Tafsiri TV, for online transmissions for redefined viewership and your favorite social media platforms. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. What are you waiting for? Reach us now.
Yes, welcome back. This is Talk with Tony the Entertainer on Tafsiri TV. Kumbuka ukitaka rehearsal space hapa ya choir, ya band, ama unataka kurekodi ngoma wewe kama msanii wa kizazi kipya, ama unataka kushoot video yako, unapata photography, videography, services zote tunazi offer hapa Tafsiri Elite Sounds. Niko na General Otieno.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tunaendelea.
Ndio manake.
Yes, we were talking about sound.
Yes.
Yes, there's the alternative sound, and then there's the urban sound.
Yes.
Yes, there's been a big difference when it comes to finances, when it comes to the fame part.
Yeah.
Yes, and when it comes to consumer as a big. What do you say about that?
The conversation around sound
Yes.
is a big conversation, because especially when you want to look at the difference between urban sounds, i.e. gengeton, and alternative sounds or local sounds, i.e. ohangla. Wacha nitumie hizo i.e. for our listeners to kujua vizuri sana tunaongelea nini. Sababu unaweza ongelea sound lakini haelewi unasema nini. So this is like a difference between ohangla and gengeton. I'll say that it's a big conversation, because the local alternative sound, it uses the local language, because the consumers are local. So you have to use the local language, number one. And the urban sounds, i.e. gengeton, you don't have to use the local language, but you just have to use any other language, except that the packaging of your sound has to be more reflecting the culture of that given urban area. For example, if it's gengeton, you know the Kenyan culture. This is a party nation. We want to party, youths want to have fun. Watu wataka kupiga. So if you put that kind of culture in your music, then it is an urban sound. But sound is not defined by packaging. That is something you need to know. Sound is defined by the instruments, the melody, the rhythm, the tempo, beat rate, and a lot of things that only a sound engineer can tell you, can say, can explain more. Me, I'm just an artist. I'm a creative, and all I can say is that local sound, urban sounds, they're different things. Local sounds brings more money than urban sounds. Urban sounds bring more fame than local sounds. Yes. And when it comes to your second point of finances, something called structure. You know, when you're looking at, when you're trying to review an industry's performance from each sound's point of view, lazima uangalie kitu, the factors, the building blocks of your establishment. Kama unaongelea urban sound, unaongelea wasanii, producer, promoter, hiyo line ni ndefu sana.
Yeah.
Ukiongelea local sound pia ni the same thing, na hiyo line ni ndefu sana, na unapata each iko na consumer base yake, distribution network zake, promoters wake, because each sound is handled differently. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. I believe you can sell gengeton outside Kenya, because you're selling more of the urban culture, and you can also sell ohangla outside Kenya, because it is the local culture. I don't know if you're getting me. The difference is slight, but also huge if you understand it. The local sound versus the urban sound.
Yeah.
And most urban artists are more famous than local artists. Yeah. Most local artists are more wealthy than
the urban
yes. The lifespan of an urban artist is very short. The lifespan of a local artist is lifetime. So those are like the three major, some of the major differences Naiza point out from local sound and urban sound. Yeah, there's structures. Do you know these local artists, they are in unions and they can be given loans via circles? These ohangla artists, these Benga, Mugidi, yes. They go to banks, they are in financial institutions, recognize their craft because they are more organized. Their structure is more organized and more conducive for financial support from any other person outside of that industry than in an urban setup or structure. You can't go to the bank, let's say, give me any other, let's say Trio. I don't think Trio can go to the bank and apewe loan ya 500,000 simply because akona 1 million views. But I think that local artist can be given. Yeah. That is the major difference. Actually, it's been a conversation for a while for us as East African
So do you think a
musicians.
local artist is more corporate than a...
No. It is just how you structure your business. What do you want to do? You don't get into local music because people are doing local music. You don't get... Me, I'm doing music because it is my passion. I loved music before I even differentiated. This is hip-hop, this is gengeton, this is bang. I just fell in love with benga because I love it. The melody and everything, as I told you. But there's a big difference between local sounds and urban sounds. And I think it's about time we try to merge.
Do you think it can happen?
Yes, Afrobeat is a merged genre. A mixture of genres is Afrobeat. This Nigerian thing. You see, Nigerians are West Africans. Most West Africans understand, even Tanzanians, they understand that culture travels faster than sound. That is point one. So if you want to sell your sound, you have to sell the culture first. Are we together?
We're together.
So that means merging local ohangla and urban gengeton is very much possible. Because there's a culture here which has to be sold. The East African culture, the Swahili culture, the African culture, the black culture. Our cultures are people of us of same beliefs, same thinking, and even same appearance. That is what has to sell first before the sound.
The culture first.
Yes. The culture has to sell first before the sound. That is why the lifespan of a local artist is longer than that of an urban artist, because a local artist is more focused on selling the culture than the sound.
Then the sound.
Yes. So you consume the culture. You fall in love with the culture. Even if he brings you a sound that you don't like, you will have to like it and love it because you've consumed the culture first. But most urban artists try to bring the sound first and then they bring the culture. It can't work in the long run. In the short run, it can. If you're focused on the hype and your mindset is based on getting famous and being known. You will get famous and you'll get known, but you will be broke simply because your business model is not sustainable. Now, sustainability simply starts from understanding that culture travels faster than sound. So if you want to be in this game longer, package yourself with your culture. Focus on people knowing your culture than your sound. Yes, you're an artist. Yes, your sound is your business. But before you get in, before even you say I love this apartment, you have to fall in love with the painting and the exterior designs before you love the interior design. And culture is that painting. It is that exterior design. Yeah. It is that structure that will make you fall in love. I love this. So even if you are getting into it, get into what you understand.
I want us to shift gears and talk about your fashion brand.
Okay.
Yes, I saw you working with Odhiambo. I saw you, big brand coming up. So where most t-shirts, what do you have there? What do you have?
Well, for Oyugi's Only, you know the story of Oyugi's Only.
Yeah.
It is a township story, and you've come to my town.
There.
You know how we do it.
Exactly.
You know it all.
I love the 1,000 streets.
Thanks. Now 1,000 streets. You know, Oyugi's town, for those who don't know what we are talking about, we are talking about Oyugi's town. Oyugi's town, the question is about my fashion brand, but my fashion brand is called Odhiambo. It is abbreviated Odhiambo, but it is called Oyugi's Only because I come from Oyugi's town in Homa Bay County. And it was a township story. It was a nickname. Everywhere I'm performing, yo, this is Jasper Otieno, Jasper, aka Oyugi's Only. And then people are like, hey, Oyugi's Only, Oyugi's Only. And then I said, no, you have to walk the talk. You are talking Oyugi's Only. Where are it? It became a fashion brand. From merchandising to a full-house commercial fashion brand. And now we are getting into other accessories, and we are trying to get into street boxing also. We'll expand on that later, but it started as a township story because we wanted to, a man is where he comes from, and I just wanted to identify myself with where I come from, and it turned into a business. And as a businessman, I'm just trying to put a sustainable structure around the fashion brand so that we can sell more, so that we can be best-selling, so that we can be a best-selling brand, and we can inspire more and empower more, and even change lives. Because our plan with you see, when we started, it was a youth empowerment. We started with, we meet, we empower each other. Yo, what are you up to? Mimi nafanya hivi, yeah. Tuendelee, continue, aluta continue, giving each other hope. And then we brought products to sell. Then from the cash, we build the enterprise, a social enterprise. So from a nickname, from a story to a nickname, to a social enterprise, to merchandising, to now a fashion brand. By a fashion brand, I mean we are into selling our story. You see, most in the business of fashion, I feel like I need to address this, by the way. You don't sell the product. Nobody wants your product. The same material you will find with Balenciaga is the same material you will find with Oigo. If the quality doesn't mean the material is low or high. The material is standard, but that does not drive the consumer anymore. Just like I told you, in entertainment or arts, you sell the culture, then sound follows. In fashion, you sell the story, then the product follows. So, any brand, you have to focus on two things. Your story has to be superior, and then your product. Quality, packaging, and designing has to be quality. So for us, our story is superior, because Oyugi's is a place. Number one, there's no other fashion brand in East Africa that is associated by a place or a region with a people, given people, an address. Don't try people. That is new school business of how to maneuver in the fashion industry. Yes. You have to focus, my friend, on the story, not on the product.
So your merchandise, where can we get them?
What do you mean, where can you get them?
Where can my fans get them?
Okay. You can contact us online, oyugisonly@gmail.com. Send us an email address at oyugisonly@gmail.com. You can also check our social media pages, Oyugi's Only, at Oyugi's Only everywhere. Oyugi's Only, just like that, even on YouTube. From there are our contacts, sample of our products. you'll see what we have done, our works. And right now, as I told you, it was a social enterprise that has grown into different divisions.
Yeah.
We have photography, we have photography indoor studio, we are into, I told you, into talent management. We have a couple of models we are managing. And we want to get into street boxing. And the reason we want to get into street boxing is because when we had our last meeting as the Oyugi's only social enterprise, we are like a team of youth just from our town, and we decided we wanted to expand. We wanted this township story to impact beyond our town, people beyond our town. So we started looking onto ways, how can we use what we have to get what we want, and to ensure what we get is distributed fairly to everybody, and everybody satisfied by our contribution to the world. And we realized that most people have time. Most youths have time. The time resource is everywhere. Problem is, most people don't know how to convert this time into cash. But one way you can convert your time into cash is by leveraging your talent, you yourself.
Yes.
Most youths are boda people. They can ride motorcycles, right?
Yeah.
But you find that, for example, there is not enough motorcycle racing courses zenye wanaweza kimbilia wapate kitu kidogo. So they just have to wait for customers, panda pikipiki ama unitume nifanye delivery. That is it. Any other extra that a youth can do with their time, bado hizo structures ziko in place. And sisi kama Oyugi's only, we want to come up with that structure for street boxing, whereby a given youth can come, sign up to us, go through the auditions, apewe gloves, naambiwe you'll fight that person, wapatane, wa agree, and then a betting firm will come give the other person odds, give this one odds, and then we organize the match. So if it is Nairobi versus Machakos, people of Nairobi will bet for the Nairobi guy, and people of Machakos will bet for their guy. And then after the game, everybody gets their pay. So instead of these youth chilling at home and spending their time unproductively, they can still spend their time in the ring. It is not harmful, it is not painful, it is fun.
So you're bringing that on board?
Yes, and by that we are targeting of creating over 500 to 1,000 job opportunities to youths across East Africa.
Yeah, we are looking forward to that.
Basically
we are looking
because we are getting into partnership with also betting firms wenye wanaweza buy into the dream of creating employment. We just want to create employment because we know we can, and all we need to do is to adjust kidogo and put a little effort to ensure the light that we are getting from our brands, let the light shine beyond us, let it also shine to other people. And that's what we are trying to do with the Oyugi's only.
Amazing stuff.
Yes, sir.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Back, you know, before politics was done, before the elections,
Yeah.
I saw you actively for some time.
Yes.
On politics.
Yes.
Are you still on or what? Are we expecting you 2027 on the ballot?
May I always tell people I'm a singer,
Yes.
creative entrepreneur, and youth activist. Full stop. So under youth activism is where politics comes in. Because I'm not a politician, I'm a musician. But who said a musician cannot stand for the rights of his people? Who said a musician cannot represent his people? And who said a musician isn't allowed to participate in activities that bring empowerment and awareness to the masses? It's called a social program. Who said so? We can, and that is what I did. I wanted to represent my people further. I wanted more resources. Nobody was going to give me more resources. So I went to the ballot. Yes. I had a meeting with the governor of Muranga, Mungai. We talked, we had a meeting, me and my team, and I went to talk to my people, gathered the requirements, including over 500 signatures. And then I got the certificate, the nomination certificate. I was nominated. But then I faced some, I don't know if it's a challenge or a blessing in disguise, but I had to step down.
You had to step down?
Yes.
Why?
Because my uncle was also vile. He was on the ballot. My uncle is on the ballot. I'm also on the ballot. So after intense consultations, man, I had to talk with different people, elders from my clan. Come from a clan called Koyo clan. After talking with elders from Koyo clan, including my father and a few people we know, the authorities back at home, I was advised accordingly to step down for him because I'm still young. I still have several years to nifike 30. And he's like in his 40s. So they just told me, step down for him, support him, give him your support. It's still in the family. If you go straight to the ballot, utamwaribia kura. And it will spoil for you in future if you want the support again from the community. They will see you as a spoiler. So I was left with one condition. Either you step down or you don't step down. But if you're not stepping down, make sure you bring the trophy back home.
Make sure you win.
Make sure you win. I looked at the stakes involved, logistics, everything. Hey, my friend. I said, no, I'm still young. I don't want to wahala. I don't want many wahala, my friend. Peace.
You don't want to manage.
I'm an ambassador of peace. And I just said, okay.
So,
Time is
27, we expect you there again?
Bigger and better. And I'm not even going for an MCA position anymore. Don't want it. Too small.
What next?
County government.
County government?
Yes.
Senator, governor?
The first one suits me better.
Senator?
Why not? The question is why not? Kipchoge broke his own record and he said no human is limited.
Yes.
So why not?
We have to do it.
Why not? You tell me, why not? So I have to be.
There's nothing stopping you from doing
Yes, Maendaloa. In Luo we say Maendaloa. These are our days or our times. And in our times we do what people of our times do. Kujituma.
it. Lazima.
Thank you, sir.
Lazima tujitume.
Na mimi mtu najituma sana.
Lazima.
Mimi mtumishi wa maisha yangu na biashara zangu.
Yes.
Kwa hivyo nikipata opportunity nayo.
Lazima
Hata leo hii. Kesho nisikia kuna mtu by election huko. Mimi niko kwa ballot.
Unajituma sabamba.
I'm telling you, this is Kenya. This is Kenya.
Hatari sana.
The future belongs to those who believe. And by the way, let me tell you,
Yes.
those who think they are crazy enough to change the world,
Yes.
they are the ones who actually do.
That is a word right there.
Those who think they are crazy enough to change the world,
Yes.
they are the ones who actually do.
Because of time.
Time is our
Tunamalizia.
savior.
Because of time.
Time is our savior, bro.
Tunamalizia.
Yes.
Lakini lazima tena nitakuita episode zingine manake tuko na vitu mingi sana za kuongea bado.
Too many.
Too many. I still call you because I know you have some projects coming.
My friend, we have a festival in December, Sounds from the Lake.
Yes.
We have a new collection under the Oyugi's Only Fashion brand coming next month. We have I have a food brand called Amani Yetu Foods and Snacks and Beverages. I'm launching it end of this month. The first products will be out. Fried omena.
Fried omena.
East Africa to the world.
Fresh from the lake.
What are we doing if we are not selling our culture? Swahili flavored, my friend, I'm telling you. And I'm also inviting my people for a book launch very soon.
A lot is in place.
Why not? That is the question. Why not? Who are you to tell me enough?
Any music coming right up?
Aye! Plenty, bro, because I haven't released music for like 2 years. But I'm still relevant. I'm doing shows. You should ask yourself, why isn't he releasing music? I haven't been releasing music because I was under the rebranding transition from Jasper Otieno Jasper.
Yes.
I don't want my fans to be confused or wachanganyikiwe, where do we go? That is one. Number two, I've been doing classic music. I've been recording classic music with one super great producer called Mr. Mel on the track.
Yes.
CEO Stato Empire, Stato Records. live and direct, the baddest sound engineer I've ever met, man. We have so many records we've created together, and I can't wait to share them. We're supposed to release an EP or an album, but I've recorded plenty songs. I have so many songs that I haven't released. The thing is, I'm not in any rush. I'm not in any rush.
So the fans should expect more.
They should expect plenty. And I think the perfect word for my fans will be, they should expect nothing but greatness, man. I don't call myself 5-star for no reason.
For no reason.
It is 5-star because number 1, there's music. Number 2, there's fashion. Number 3, there's Sounds from the Lake, which is for the festival. Number 4, there's the Amaniato Foods brand. And then number 5, under the youth activism, I'm a lover of this planet, man. And I have a tree planting initiative called Okwawajuku Tree Planting Initiative.
Yes.
We are yet to roll out our quarterly plan for the year in partnership with the Ministry of Environment and Net Fund. For the main objective for the initiative is to, most people are fighting climate change by planting trees, but really, trees can be cut, trees can grow old and wither off and die. I think the most important is to instill that mindset, that awareness, that knowledge of preservation, of environmental preservation, not to an adult, but to a small child. I think a small child should grow up knowing that it is important to conserve, to preserve, and to take care of nature and the environment. That is more important than forcing this child to plant a tree and to water it. Plant water. Ulimwagia maji ile mti. Ulimwagia. Ulifanya hivi. Ulifanya. No, I think just tell this child to adopt a tree and to spread the information. So the initiative is majorly to spread more awareness about environmental conservation to the world, fighting climate changes.
Nice one, man. That was a very great talk, manze.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thanks for coming through.
I appreciate
Nataka uangalie tu kamera ya nyumbani, nataka uambie parting shot hivi, tukimalizia, what can you tell the youths back at home, wenye wataka kuwa wasanii, wenye wataka kuwa entrepreneur, what can you tell them? Just a parting shot before we finish the whole thing.
Okay. For youths back at home, ambao watakuwa wasanii, number 1, work on your craft. Wekeza, focus on telling who you are. It is more profitable and highly scalable selling who you are than who you want to be. And then, itajipa. Don't chase the fame, chase the cash.
Yes.
Simple. If you are going to chase the cash, you are going to have discipline in your craft and in your art. You will know hakuna haja ya kiki. You will have to focus on bringing something to the market. What's your contribution? So, to every person watching and who wants to be in this field, ask yourself, what contribution are you going to bring? Because it is that contribution that is going to bring some game changer.
Yeah.
It's going to be a game changer and it's even going to change your life.
Yeah.
And to all entrepreneurs out there and to every business person out there, first of all, I have a message to entrepreneurs, then to the business people. To every entrepreneur outside there, entrepreneurs are different from businessmen. Businessmen make profit from an existing business, but entrepreneurs mostly bring solutions to problems, and then they get the money from creating that solution. It's like they tax you from using their solution to a given problem. To entrepreneurs, first of all, being an entrepreneur in 2022, it's not an easy task, man. It's not an easy task. Nobody's going to fund you. Nobody's going to motivate you. Only you. So I'd encourage more entrepreneurs to focus on the spending culture of the consumers rather than focusing on the consumer culture. Just focus on the spending culture, on the least unit of currency. Make sure your solution is based on that. And then to my fellow business people.
Yes.
To other business people. My advice to them is that elevate, improve, and adjust on your relationship with financial institutions, my friend.
Yes.
Yes.
That was Otieno Jasper, live. A talk with Tonny the Entertainer. Yes, we heard him. You heard what he said. Man, work on your craft. Make sure you know every single detail you need about what you do in a day-to-day life. Put art as something. Wekeza.
Ni kuwekeza tu. Nobody is greater. Better is best.
Yes.
Nobody is best. You do this, I can do it with a small adjustment, I become best.
True.
Wekeza
mtu wangu. Na ukumbuke sana, mapema ndio best. This is Talk with Tonny the Entertainer. See you next time. Asante sana mtu wangu. 5 star. Napenda hiyo shati.
My friend, you see this is...
I see.
You know when you are representing sounds from the lake and do you know the population of Yugi's town? Over 50,000, bro.
Over 50,000. That's small place.
And I'm the spokesman.
That's small place. 50,000. That's small place.
You know I can ban you from following that route. You know, for you from Kisii to Kisumu, you have to go through Yugi's town. So if you continue talking like that,
no, you don't have to go through Yugi's town. There's another route.
No, from Kisii, if you want to go to Kisumu,
you can still use the Rongo route.
No, okay, then go to Rongo, then Kindu, then Kisumu.
Yes.
Or come back to Sotik, Nyamira, rotate to Kisumu. But if you want to pass on Yugis,
yes.
which is easy, yes. Which is passing through Yugis,
yes.
Respect to Yugis, my friend.